Hello and welcome to this exploration of something. It's something that kind of came up for me midweek. It was around insights and something that I saw posted on Facebook where somebody had written something around it's nice to have our work copied because we know that we're getting it right, which was a fair comment. And it's not about having an opinion on that meme. It was just something that kind of triggered something for me about insight and creativity and uniqueness and individuality and all those things. So I thought I would just pop on and share that with you. One of my many musings that I've had. I'm qualified in NLP along with transactional analysis, and I do you do something? I use the 3 principles in my coaching in private practice, and they are all things that have been created by other people that I use and interpret in my own way. And I got curious about, am I copying everything that everybody else has done? And where does that start and where does it end? And I said at the beginning of this that I'm qualified in NLP. And one of the things that NLP talks about quite a lot is to find somebody that you look up to, find somebody that's a role model, and model yourself, your business, your creativity, whatever it is, on them, but not copying. Copying is not good. It's about modelling, looking at where they are and how they got there, and modelling yourself on that to a certain extent. And where does modelling start and copying stop, or things? And I've been reading a book, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, I believe, and she talks an awful lot about creativity and creating things not necessarily to benefit or for other people to enjoy, but creating things because it's what you want to create. And if other people get something from it and other people benefit from it, then that's absolutely brilliant. But it's not about producing something or making something in order to better other people. Sometimes it's about our process in doing that we're looking to support or to help ourselves to get to a different place, a better place, a more comfortable place. And like I said, it kind of got me thinking this week about lots of things. Do what you want to do for your own processes, not to benefit other people, was one of the things that got me thinking. I'm in the process of doing some training, some free training, as well as some paid training. And I'm doing that to pass on knowledge that I have. And am I doing that for myself, or am I doing that for other people? And that kind of got me thinking about things, and creativity and invention and making something new or doing something new. Writing a book, for example, if you didn't want to do a book with a theme that somebody else had already done, I don't think there'd be any books being written. I think Shakespeare pretty much covered every genre of book, from murder mystery to romance to intrigue and all those sorts of things. But there's been thousands of books written since Shakespeare on the same theme, but with a different take on it. And I like that. And then I started, again, you'll get to know me and how my mind works. Then I started thinking about all the magazines that there are. Home and gardens, and we look at other people's gardens and we kind of take bits that mean something to us, or that we find attractive, or that we want. The home decor places, the wallpaper. How many houses have the same wallpaper or the same couching? And is that us copying off somebody? And I suppose, some people might see it as copying, whereas some others might see it as inspiration. Some others might see it as insight. We see something and then come up with our own take on it. I don't think I've ever walked in anybody's house where I've seen that exact same layout and the exact same furniture and wallpaper and everything somewhere else. We kind of put our own stamp on it or tweak it slightly. Clothes and fashion. I know I walk past certain shops and see a dress on a model, and I would buy that dress in the hopes of recreating that look. Sadly, it never looks the same on me that it does on the model or the mannequin that's in the shop window. But hey ho, yes, I would like to copy and to look like that model. Does that make me not unique and individual if I put on a dress that somebody else has bought? There'd be an awful lot of businesses that go out of trading or cease trading if we don't model ourselves on other people, or if we don't want to look the same as somebody else, or to try to recreate something that maybe has already been created. And there are people, wonderful, inspirational people that create something completely new and out of the box that has never been created before. And I applaud those people. Something my mum used to say to me, if ever I'm quite a creative person, as well as being a psychotherapist in my spare time. I have something that I do with my daughter where we print mugs and t-shirts and aprons and various things and come up with slogans and memes and things to put on items, coasters, placemats, whatever. It's something that we both enjoy doing because we can be quite creative with it. And I can remember when I was younger, if I came up with an idea or if there was something that I wanted to do, my mum would say things like, if it was meant to be, somebody would have already done it. And yeah, somebody probably would have already done something similar. But if I make something, if I create something, then it's unique to me. It's my interpretation of something. There's a saying, isn't there? Why create the wheel? Well, if it's a wheel and it serves a purpose, but it looks a bit different, then that's okay. How many different models of Hoovers are there? They do the same thing, but they've all got their own unique little bits and their own takes. So I'm not sure why I needed to talk about this, but I just want to give you permission to be creative. If you have an idea, just to put it out there. If there's something that you want to put out to the world because you're passionate about it and you want to do it, and there's that little voice in the back of your head that says, yeah, but it's already been done, or who'd be interested in doing that? It's not about pleasing other people. It's not about, trying to fill a void in somebody else. What about if it's about your process and where you are at the end of it? And if people like it, then that's absolutely fantastic. If you make money from it, if you suddenly become a millionaire overnight, which doesn't happen that often, but if you benefit from it, if you get something from doing it, then I want to give you permission to go ahead and do it, to not listen to those voices that sometimes in your head that are saying, yeah, what a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, nobody's going to want to see that, nobody's going to like it, nobody's going to buy it, nobody's going to read it, nobody's going to wear it, nobody's going to find any use for it whatsoever. Just do it. You don't know. Yeah, we don't know what other people want, and you might be surprised. That I'm passionate about paying it forward. It's about passing on my knowledge, my experience, anything that I've got that I can pass on to people, then I'm happy to share that. And if people run with that, if somebody finds that useful and then passes it on to somebody else, that wouldn't offend me, that they've changed it or they've used it or they've quoted it. I think if that benefits other people, then that would fill my heart with joy. Yeah, so do something that you enjoy. Do something that's enjoyable for you. There's a wonderful book, Creating the Impossible, that Michael Neal wrote that I've read more than once. And he talks about creating the impossible, look big, look massive. Aim for the stars, and you will reach something along the way. If we aim small, if we keep ourselves in a place that's safe and secure, then that's as far as we'll get, is to create something in a safe and secure place. But if we look outside of that, in that unknown place, and just throw caution to the wind and say, I want to go bigger, I want to go better, I want to do that, we might not achieve it, but we'll have pushed the boundaries and we will have done so much more than we thought we were capable of. And I think that's a fantastic thing. So, yeah, I think the title of this is Copying versus Creativity, or Individuality, or Uniqueness, Insight, Inspiration. Just explore that for a while. Be curious. That's my saying. I need to have that as a slogan. I need to put it on a t-shirt. Maybe I will. So yeah, I hope you get something from that, and just a little bit of food for thought. Maybe we're all copying each other. That's something else I was thinking just before I was doing this. I'm a parent. What if the first person who gave birth was the only one because everybody else thought they wouldn't do it because they were copying? Or what if the first person that opened a shop, I don't know, copyrighted it or said it was intellectual property and nobody else was ever allowed to open a shop of any description? Or the first person that invented a car said that nobody else could do another car? Just look out on the streets, how many cars there are, how many different makes, models, colours, types, shapes, everything. We maybe are reinventing the wheel over and over, but we all get something from it. The ones that create it, the ones that use it, the ones that admire it. Yeah, so that's my little musing tonight. I hope that's something that's interested you, sparked a bit of curiosity, a bit of passion. Just if you need permission to create something new today, then I've just given you a permission slip to do that. And I shall be back very soon with the next instalment. Take care and have a good night. Bye.